Okay. So Jasmine, did you go to school today?
Yes, I went to school.
Oh my gosh. When did you come back from school? 2 hours ago?
I go on the school bus, so and I'm the last one off of the bus. So I come home around 5, 5:10.
It's like 2 hours ago, right? What
Well,
time is
yeah,
it now there? Is it 8 o'clock or 7?
it's 7 o'clock.
Hmm. Okay. Good. So now you had actually enough time to have some rest, right? Did you have rest?
Well, yes, I did.
Good. Because some students, they have class right after their class, and they were so tired and sleepy. And
Well,
what
I
can we
didn't
do?
really rest. I had homework to do, so I started doing it.
Really?
Yes, because then it's gonna be 8 o'clock, and then I have to do even more homework
What
because we get
homework?
a
What
lot
is
of
it about?
homework.
What actually? What subject?
Um, Almost every single subject, to be honest. There's math. Um, I forgot our schedule tomorrow, but I started doing our math homework for tomorrow.
What are you studying in math right now?
We're kind of doing a revision for now, like of last
Revision.
year's topic. Not only
Last
last year,
year's
like
topic.
the last couple of years. We are like revising volume of
Volume.
different prisms and 3D shapes.
Hmm,
We also
I see.
passed it. We already gave
Good.
exam about it.
Okay, guys. Now, if you are ready, then let's start. Okay. We don't have much time. Only just be patient. Okay. Keep your energy. We have. Let's try to solve at least 12 questions if we can. If we cannot, let's see. And Jasmine, what is the date today?
Today is the 3rd of March,
Oh, okay.
2021, and it's Wednesday.
Okay. So today is March 3rd, right? And okay, good. So now let's start then. Okay, as you see here, that is division S1, that is secondary one, and that's math Olympiad question. As I told you, you really need to practice at least S1 and S2 papers, if possible, also P6. And after all, doing math is not about some kind of load on you, right? It's a kind of, what is it? You just take this as number one, mental exercise. And number two, of course, you will need this because you are a student. Your job is to study, to get um, as much education as possible, right? To gain, actually get as much knowledge as possible. And after all, because right now you don't know what you are going to do in the future. And who knows, maybe Jasmine also becomes a math teacher, or maybe he becomes a school principal, or maybe he becomes a ministry of education or something, or maybe manages
Yes, I
somewhere.
want nothing to do with education, so I'm fine.
Yeah, who knows? Actually, at this young age, you want to be everything, but actually, if you ask a small kid like primary school, they want to be everything. If you ask a middle school student, let's say, they actually this shrinks, they only choose a few things. And high school student, less than this, maybe 3 or 4. And after you go to university, and you have still chance, but not much left, right? Because already you have already chosen your major, and changing major at university, that means that it is a loss of year, right? Because you have to restudy everything, and that is not that much easy. At school, you can choose anything. After university, it's not so easy. And after you graduate, right, and you get your diploma and start your career, and after a few years, again, changing, it is a big risk. And not big risk, you need to have you must be very brave to do that. And restarting everything from the beginning, and everything is limited, right? Time is limited, our life is limited, our energy is limited, and our patience is limited. That's why it's not that easy. But when they are kids, we can be everything. And that's why whatever it is, I know that math, right, and language, these are really the most important, let me not say most important, but really important subjects. Because by studying, by solving math problems, we improve our thinking skill. We train our brain, right? Actually, uh, that's really good. Anyway, guys, let's continue then. I think Ayan cannot join. Maybe she has bad internet connection. So again, here we have 25 questions. And the first questions are 1 to 15. They are multiple choice questions. Correct answer, it is 2 marks. No answer, it is 0. If your answer is incorrect, you get -1. Okay. So your starting score is 15 marks so that you will not get any negative answer mark. Okay. So if you get actually if you answer all the questions, that means that your score is 100. All right. If you actually answer all the questions incorrectly, that means that your answer, I mean, your result is 0, not negative. Anyway, let's start. Jasmine, this question is very easy. Let's start with you. What do you think? What is the least possible value of x squared if x changes from -3 to 4, inclusive?
The least,
Yeah, least, the smallest possible value of x squared.
it would be -2 squared, which would be 4, but there's no option for 4. Oh wait, it says equal to. It would be B, 9.
9. Rifa, what do you think? How about you? The same
I
answer?
think it's 0. No, I think it's
0.
0.
Why 0, Rifa?
Like, because if we put it to instead of x, it will be 1, and how to say? If you
Because
put
between
9 instead
-3
of
and 0,
x,
we have 0, right? Also, x can be 0 because it's
yes.
changes, that is changing between -3 and 10. So since it is squared, right? The squared, that means that the x squared is always greater than or equal to 0. So what is the smallest possible value? It is 0. So we need to check, can it be 0 or not? Yes, because also it can be 0. We have 0 between -3 and 4. So the smallest possible value of x squared is 0. Okay, Jasmine.
Teacher, why is it 0? That's what I don't
Look,
understand. Why is it
like,
not
yeah, I
9?
agree with you. Found that it's 0.
Here, Jasmine, here we have -3. If x equals -3, it is -3 squared, that's equal to 9. If it is 0, 0 squared is equal to 0. If it is 4, 4 squared is 16. Among these numbers, which one is the smallest?
Okay.
0, right?
Yes, I thought it like meant x, not x squared.
No, x squared. Okay, that's why it's a tricky question anyway. So that is 0. That's very easy question. Murat, are you here?
Yes.
What do you think about this question, Murat? Read the question and tell us the answer. It's so easy question.
Wait a second. Find the largest odd number between 1 and 10. Well, I mean 100. That is divisible by 6 and 7. Okay, just give me a second. Um. uh,
May I?
Wait.
Yes, Jasmine, what do you answer?
None of the above because all the numbers are even.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Murat, it says the largest odd
Oh,
number, right?
yeah.
Odd number. Because which
Oh,
numbers are divisible by 6 and 7? Multiples of
this is a
42, right?
tricky question.
Yes. Also,
This
the
is a
previous one
tricky
is also a
question.
tricky question. And all multiples of 42, they are even numbers, so that is none of the above. Okay.
Because since like I was like because I'm not very attentive, I was trying to find any number and like, yeah, I did not recognize that.
Okay. Good.
But like
How about
I
if I
understood
ask you,
like
like,
it's most.
find the odd number among this A, B, C, D. Okay. And let me just also E. That is 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. Which one is odd here? Find
Odd,
the odd one.
it's 3579.
Which one is the odd one here?
3579.
The right answer is E here. There's also another tricky question. You know why?
Yeah.
Why?
Wait, what? Yeah, why it's 3?
Yeah, I mean the right correct answer here is E. You know why the correct answer is E?
Oh, well, yes.
Because here
Yeah.
they are using in different meaning here, right? Find the odd
Yeah.
one here means which one is different from other numbers. This 2 is prime number, 3 is prime number, 5 is prime number,
They're
7
all
is prime
prime
number.
except 9.
But 9 is not a prime number. That's why the odd one here is E. Odd, actually, we are just using different meaning. Which one is different from others, right? Another meaning. Did you get it, Mr. Bratz? Okay, let's move to the next question.
Like I got it from the beginning. I like it was not that hard.
Okay. Rifa, read the question.
Okay. Find the next term of the following sequence with 3, 1. Oh, I know the answer.
What is
One
it?
minute.
I know the answer. 1 minute. What does it mean?
Uh,
So to tell the answer, you need 1
no, is
minute.
it 106? Is it 106?
How did you get it?
Like 3 multiplied by 1 plus 1. 1
It is
multiplied by 4
3
plus
times
1.
1 plus 1. It gives us 4.
Yes.
4 times 1 plus 1, it is 5. 5 times 4 plus 1, it is 21. And 21 times 5 plus 1, it is 106. So what is
Yes.
the rule of this sequence? Start your number sequence with 3 and 1, and to get the next term, multiply the preceding two terms and add 1, right? That is the rule here. So that's 3 times 1 plus 1, 4. 1 times 4 plus 1 is 5. 4 times 5 plus 1 is 21. And 5 times 21 plus 1 is 106. Good. Jasmine, can you read this problem? And you are going to answer this question.
If both n and 18 over n are positive integers, how many possible values of n are there?
So first, let's just write, what are the possible values of n? That makes
I
18
know
over
the
n a
answer. Can I
positive
say?
integer.
It's
Yes.
Can I say
0
the answer?
or it's
0?
more. No, 1 or like
Is the answer
more
4?
basically.
The answer 4.
1, 2,
1, 2, 3, and 6. 6 also. No?
6, and
9. 9.
9, and
Yes, 5.
18.
18, 18, 18 itself. Yes, 6.
Also, yeah, let's see. How many? 6, right? So the answer
Yeah.
is 6. Good. Everybody, you answer this question. You have 1.5 minutes and write your answer to the chat box. Let's see. We did this before, actually. Let's see if you can remember this. I will just bring one glass of water. Write your answer to the chat box. 900, Jasmine. That's the correct answer. How did you get it, Jasmine?
So I've done something like this before. So basically, I do it in like a structure, like A, B, C, B, A, if that makes sense. And for the first and the last numbers, there's only 9 choices because it cannot be 0. Then the second and fourth one can have 10, and the middle one can also have 10.
Okay.
So I
So
just
since we are
multiplied
talking
them.
about, yes, a very good 5-digit number, right? Palindromic. It means when you read from the left to the right or right to left, it must be the same. So the first one, since it's 5-digit, we cannot write 0 at the first digit. So we have, except for 0, we have 9 options, right? 9 choices. So it is 9. The second one, it can be any digit. So we have 10. The middle one, it doesn't matter, right? It should be symmetric about this number, any choice. But this one, it must be exactly the same with the second digit. So here we have only one choice. And also the first one and the last, it must be the same. Whatever I write in the first place, and also I need to write the same number in the last place, right? Also you have one choice. So now just simple counting principle. Here we have 10 times 9 times 10 times 10, that's equal to 900. So how many 5-digit palindromic numbers we have? We have 900s. All right. How about this question? Very easy, but a little bit tricky question. If you cannot see, you cannot answer this question.
1 minute. I understood the logic. Can I say?
Really? What is it?
Yes, I understand. So we do like 3 minus 2, 3 plus 2, 5 minus 3, 5 plus 3, 1 minus 6, 1 plus 6, and goes like that. And like 5 to 7, it will be negative 212. Negative
Very good.
212.
5 plus 7, it is 12. Now we have to write these numbers next to each other, -2 and the 12, right? So what is the rule here? The rule is if you're given any A, diamond, B, right? That is just subtract this and add them and write them next to each other, right? So that means that actually just write them next to each other. So that is the rule. It's not multiplication, but just write them side by side. Okay. How about this question? Rifa, can you read the question and let's do this? Or maybe you may give a try and after that we will do this. First, can you read the question?
Okay, the diagram shows an equilateral triangle can be cut into 4 pieces and rearranged to form a square. This solution of Haber-Dasher's puzzle is discovered by Henry Dudley. I don't know how to read his surname. So, if the length of square is 19 centimeters and the height of the triangle 25 centimeters, find the length of triangle and correct the nearest whole number.
Rifa, just tell me the idea. What do you think? How do you solve this question?
Mister, can you please mute your microphone for 1 second? Something is with my sound. Everything is very messy. Wait a second, please.
What? What did he say?
He wants
Mister, I have water in my phone. Wait, please. I'll just give me a second. When you like speak, it sounds really bad. Please, just 1 second. Yeah, I fixed it. Okay.
Really? So fast?
It was just a little bit. I was washing my hands.
Okay. Good. So now I think if I give him more time, we can do this. The idea here is, again, this equilateral triangle. We just hey, who's that? I have very naughty young daughter, you know. Anyway, come. I'll show you to my students. Come here. Hey, Kyori here. All right. So here we just divide this equilated triangle into four pieces. That is A, that is B, that is C, and that is D. By just rearranging these pieces, we are forming a square, right? As you see here, this part is B. And where is A? This one is A, right? And this one is C, and this one is D. And since we are just rearranging to form another square, that means that if the area of the triangle is 1, the area of the square is 2, that means that this A1 must be equal to A2, right? The first observation. So now A1 is an equilateral triangle. So that means that this side is equal to this side is equal to this side. Suppose that one side is A, okay? And how do you find the area of an equilateral triangle? We should just draw a height, right? Is the height. And actually, what is A1? 1 over 2 times A. It says the height of the triangle is 25 centimeters. It's given times 25. And that is equal to the area of the square. What is the side length of the square? It is 19, right? That's 19. So that's equal to 19 squared. Now here, that's the question is, find the length of the triangle, correct, to the nearest whole number. So from here, we need to find A. What is A? It is 2 times 19 squared is 361 over 25. Or that's equal to, if you just multiply by let's say 4. So here we have 8 times 361 over 100. Why did I multiply by 4? As I say here in the numerator, we have 25, right? In the denominator, if we have 100, it is easy to change this into a decimal number. So now 8 times 1, it is 8. 8 times 6, 48. We have 4. 8 times 3 is 24. With 4, it is 28.
29, teacher.
Dot or 100, right? Actually, okay. Now that is equal to 28.88. So that is
Teacher, did
closest
you?
to which number? It is 29.
Okay.
Okay, that's an idea here. Guys, this is a really interesting question. Let's see if we can do this, but it's really easy question. Okay, Jasmine, Rifa, read the question first well, and after that, give a try. Let's actually discuss this after 2 minutes and 2.5 minutes if you have no answer. Okay, if you have answer, leave it to the chat box and let's see.
Teacher, can you please let Murad in? I think he's in waiting room. Okay.
Jasmine, what happened to Aya? Is she tired or because of her connection?
To
Why is
be
she absent
honest,
today?
I don't know. She came to school today, but I don't know why she's not here. Do you
Actually,
want
she
me
tried to
to
join at the
text
beginning.
her?
After that, she left and she didn't come back.
Do you want me to text her?
Yeah, can you just ask is everything okay?
Yes, I can ask.
And most probably, maybe she must be tired or something. Rifa, any answer? Did you get the question?
Yes, I did get. Can I have like 1 minute more?
Okay. Jasmine, that's correct. How did you get it?
Should I explain?
Let's just wait for 1 more minute, Jasmine, and after that, let's see. If nobody answers, then you will explain, okay? 1 more minute.
Okay.
And why did you put question mark? You are not sure about your answer?
Yes, I wasn't sure because it like seemed a little simple. I don't know.
Rifa, Murad, any
Okay, I
answer?
also I just will say 54. I don't know.
54. Murad,
Yeah,
how
but I
about
think
you?
it's incorrect.
Yes, just now
Mm,
Jasmine actually correct answer is 52. Jasmine, explain your answer, please.
So I like drew a circle and I
Okay.
did like person 1, 14, and 40. Um, and basically I did 40 minus 14. It would be 26 and then multiplied it by 2
But
Very
why
good.
would you multiply it by 2?
because then it would be half the circle.
Oh,
And if you
okay.
multiply, then it will be the full circle.
Yeah, okay.
Simply in this kind of questions, Rifa, Murad, okay, if you don't get it much, okay, just you need to consider the simpler version of this problem. Okay, for example, let's say, what is it? It's very similar to our clock, right? So we know that at the top we have 12, at the bottom we have 6. So the 12 is the biggest number here. So the half of 12 is 6, right? So now after 12 we have 1. So just after 6 we have 7. So actually 1 is directly opposite this 7, right? So in similar way, suppose that here again we are talking about a group of people. They are sitting around the table, and suppose that in the group we have n people. Okay, so that means that then at the bottom it must be n over 2, right? This n over 2 number, n over 2 is just directly opposite this n. So after n it starts with 1, right? The first person, right? So the second person, blah blah blah. So now here it says that if the person numbered 14 is directly opposite the person number 40. So that means that here it is 14 and just directly opposite 14, right? So now to move here, for example, let's say to move here, if I just move 13 units down, so 40 minus 13, it will be, what is it, 27. So now if you just move 13 units down, actually move back, actually will just come to 1. So that means that 1 is opposite 27, right? Actually, what is 27? 27 comes after n over 2. So that means that n over 2 plus 1 is equal to 27. It's like after 6, we have 7, right? After n over 2, we have 27. That is opposite 1. So from here, what is n? 27 minus 1, 26 times 2, it is 52. So that means that here we have 52 people. Okay? Rifa,
Yes,
did you get
okay,
it?
teacher. Yes, I did. Thanks.
Very good. Very good. That is very easy question, guys. Let's do this together, and maybe you'll try next question. Here it says that the 5-digit number 4567 n is divisible by 8, right? So find n. And simply that is, what is it? That is 5-digit number, right? I can just write it as 4567n, right? I can just write it as 456. Let me just write here. We have okay, 6 0, 0, plus here we have 7n. I can just write like this, right? Because if you just add this 7n to this number, we will have 4, 5, 6, 7, 0, right? This is how can we separate this. Now from here, as you see, this one actually, this part, it is 45,000 plus 600 plus 7n. This 1000, right, it is divisible by 8 because 8 times 125. And also this one 600, it is divisible by 8 because 600 is 3 times 200. 200 is 8 times 25. Also that actually that's equal to 25. How many? It is 412. 12 times 25. It is 12 or 24? It is 24, right? 24. Anyway, that's also divisible by 25. So for the whole number to be divisible by 8, right? Actually, it is 8. I want to write 8 here. It is 8 times
Teacher, is answer 2?
25. Huh?
Is answer 2?
Yes. Now here, what we have here, two-digit number, right? Starting with 7. What number between 70 and 80 is divisible by 8? We know that that's just equal to 72. So this n must be 2.
Yes.
All right. So, guys, can you just think about this question, read it, and the thing, it's very easy question. Even without writing this, you can just visualize and answer the question.
Okay.
If you only can answer the question, if you understood, a big cube is made up of 27 small cubes. Okay, all the faces of the big cube are then painted. How many of the small cubes have exactly 2 painted faces? Yes, Rifa, any answer?
I will say it's 8, but it's incorrect. It also
Jasmine?
can be none of the.
There would be, I believe. Oh, teacher, wait. Oh, there would be 8.
8?
I got 8 because the middle cubes.
Okay. So as you see here, it says that how many of the small cubes have exactly 2 painted faces, right? If you look at the top, for example, at the corner, right? Actually, the corner, it is 3 faces are painted. But how about in the middle? This one, this part, right? 1 and 2. And how about here? 1 and 2. And how about here? 1 and 2. And how about here? 1 and 2. How many? It is 4, right? So that is symmetric. Also at the bottom, we have 4. And how about in the middle? Also this part, right? It is 2 faces painted only. And also here, as you see, only 2 faces. And also 2 faces. The other side is 2 faces. So at the top, 4 in the middle, 4 at the bottom, 4. Altogether, how many? And it is 12. Did you get it, Jasmine?
We don't count the. Wait, teacher, I'm confused. Yes, I forgot to add the bottom.
Now we are just shading this one, for example, with green and also green. As you see, only 2 faces shaded. Also here, for example, right? This one green, and also this one is green. 2 faces shaded only. So such things, it's only the cubes in the middle, right? So how many we have? Actually, altogether we have 8 here, right? Also this one, and also this one, and just behind this, altogether 8. Rifa, did you understand?
Yes, I wish and I understood.
Okay then. That is easy question, and I think so. I don't know, but let's do this together. Jasmine, can you read the problem?
The figure shows a circle with 4 points on its circumference. Each point is joined to every other point by a line called a chord. The chords divide the circle into 8 regions. Find the maximum number of regions formed by the chords for a circle with 5 points.
For a circle with 5 points, right? As you see here, the regions, how many regions we have here? Here we have, it says, what is it? 8. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, right? And how about if you're given a circle, right? And we have 5 points. Let's say this number 1, A1, and number 2, A2, number 3, A3, number 4, A4, and here we have number 5, right? And if you just join them, for example, this A1, I can join with A2, I can join with A3, and A4, and A5. And how about A2 with A3, and A4, and A5, right? How about A3 with A4 and A5, right? So anything left? No, right? We have joined all the possible points. So now if you
Teacher, I
count
got my
this,
answer.
huh? One more, right
I
here.
got my answer.
So what is your answer?
I got 16.
16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Very good. So the answer is 16. Okay. How about these numbers, guys? Can you try? It's very easy question. Just 1 minute. Murad, you should be able to solve this question.
The product of two numbers for 10,000. I'll think. Wait, how much time do we have?
Time?
Yeah.
1
May
minute.
I?
Yes.
Okay.
Should I write it in the chat or?
Yes, write in chat. Let's see. Because maybe Rifah and Murad is trying. Let's see. What? Jasmine, why?
Because teacher, there's so many different like numbers you can add or like subtract.
But Jasmine, here it says that neither of the two numbers has 10 as a factor.
Yes, but it's still a lot. There's still a lot of
it's not a lot. There's only one way to write this in this way. Only one way. Rifah also E. Wrong answer, Rifah. I don't know why are you answering E. Did you even try this? Actually, how can I find the factors of 10,000? To do this one, here I have 10,000, right? I should divide this by 2. It is 5,000. Divide by 2, it is 2,500. Divide by 2, 1,250. Divide by
It's
2,
45.
625. So actually 2 times 2 times 2, it is 16. And times 625. So now 10,000, right? I can write it as 625 times 16. Now, Jasmine, tell me, is 625 a factor of 10? No, it's not divisible by 10. How about 16? Does it have a factor of, is 10 a factor of 16? No. But their product, is it equal to 10,000? Yes. But what is the difference? It is 609. But you cannot write in any different way this 10,000 as a product of two numbers where neither of the two numbers has 10 as a factor. You can try this, because in other way, how can I write this? Either I can take this 1, 2 and multiply this, right? It's actually, this first number will be a multiple of 10. So there's no any other way. The only way is this. So that's why the answer is 609. Okay, Jasmine.
Yes.
Good. Rifa, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, then let's move to the next question. It's very easy question. Find the smallest whole number n for which 108 times n is a multiple of 306. So what does it mean? It means that this 108 times n is multiple 360 means I can just write it as 360 times k, where k is a natural number. So actually, this to be the smallest whole number, and also this k must be the smallest, right? Now from here, what is k? K is equal to 108 n over 360, which is equal to 108. I can write it as 3 times 36 times n. And how about 360? It is 36 times 10. And they cancel each other. That is equal to 3 times n over 10. But this 3 and 10, they don't have any common factor, right? So what is the smallest possible value of n so that this thing becomes a prime number? So the smallest value is, what is it? It is 10. Okay, Jasmine?
Yes.
Okay. Guys, now this is a tricky question, but I want explanation, okay? Can you try this on a piece of paper and read the question well? Jasmine, can you read the question, and after that you'll try, actually.
A circle and a quadrilateral are drawn on a flat surface. What is the biggest number of regions that can be formed on the surface?
Okay, time starts now. You have 2 minutes. Let me drink some water. Murad, Jasmine, any answer?
No.
I'm counting mine now. Teacher, I got 9 somehow.
Are you sure?
Yes, but
Why
there's no
not 10,
9.
Jasmine? Why not
Wrong.
10?
Teacher, how
No,
am I supposed to know why it's not 10?
because you cannot see one region there, Jasmine. It's a huge thing, but you cannot see it.
Teacher, I drew a square and a circle. I
Okay.
tried parallelograms and irregular quadrilaterals and everything, but the square gave me the most.
Okay, but actually, I'm saying that, Jasmine, look, in the question, it says that a circle and a quadrilateral are drawn on a flat surface, right? What surface is it? Any kind of surface, right? So what is the biggest number of regions? Okay, if you just say regions, all right. And what kind of region is it, Jasmine? Any kind of region, right? Size, nothing is mentioned here, right? So it can be any region that can be formed on the surface. Now I will show you which region you do not see there. Okay, I can just draw one here, and after that one, and after that maybe one, and after that maybe one. Okay, something like this. So now if I count this, okay, so here that is a first region, one, two, three. I can make this bigger. It is four. This one is five. This one is six. This one is seven. This one is eight. And this one is nine, right? So which part you cannot see here, Jasmine? You cannot see this region outside the whole thing.
Teacher, that counts?
Is it also region? Yes, we are just dividing the surface into 10 different regions, right? Outside here, it is one region. The first one is another region, another region. All regions are, I mean, region. Region doesn't mean that it has a boundary, right? And suppose that, Jasmine, just the surface of your table, for example, let's say, and you are going to put some different, actually maybe balls or eggs or something, and how many maximum how many regions you can make. For example, on the table you can make 10 different regions, and that's the tricky part, Jasmine, here actually, because we cannot see the outside part. Maybe if they add here 9, most probably you would choose 9, but actually the correct answer is it is 10. Okay, did you get the point, Jasmine? Did you see that's
Yes.
tricky part? Good. Rifa, any question?
No.
Okay. Guys, let's move to the next question then. How about this question? Rifa, read the question.
Okay. 70 cakes are packed into different boxes. A small box holds 6 cakes, and the big box holds 8 cakes. If more than 10 boxes are used, and all the boxes are fully packed, how many small boxes are used?
Okay. Here, guys, maybe by trial and math, you can solve this. Maybe let me give you 1 minute. Okay, what will be your answer? 1 minute. And after that, let's discuss it together. Let me just think, okay, can you get the answer or not? I mean, can you get the correct answer? Rifa, any answer?
I'm close to answer, but I can't solve it.
Really? So easy question. Jasmine, how about you?
I'm still doing it.
Okay, let's see. One more minute. Jasmine, Murat, Rifa, no answer.
No.
Why? Why? It's so easy. Here, suppose that we have B big boxes and we have S small boxes, right? In big boxes, how many we can put? Actually, 8. For small one, we can put 6. And we put how many cakes? It is 70, right? So that means that 8 times B plus 6 times S, it should be equal to 70. And also in the question, it says that if more than 10 boxes are used, what is it? The number of big boxes and small box together, right? That means that it's B plus S. It should be greater than 10. Now I can just simplify this, right? If we divide both sides by 2, what do we have here? It is 4 times B plus 3 times S. On the right hand side, we have 35, right? So now let me just check this. If we need to find the small boxes, right? So if B is equal to 1, for example, 4 times 1, let me just write like this. Okay, here we have, what is S? S is equal to 35 minus 4 times B over, here we have 3. I have just expressed S in terms of B. For example, as you see here, if B is equal to 1, right, it is 435 minus 431. It's not divisible by 3, so it cannot be 1. And how about if B is equal to 2? It is 4 times 2 is 8, right? It is 35 minus 8 over 3. That's equal to 27. That's equal to 9. So if it is 9, B equals 2. 9 plus 2 is greater than 10. It satisfies also the condition. So how many small boxes used? It is 9. That's it.
But teacher, what happened to S? It's S equals.
Yeah, S equals 9.
Nothing, nothing. I understood. Yes, yes.
Okay. Guys, actually after 15, the 16 to 25, it is not multiple choice questions. Okay, if you have a time, you need to have a look. Next time we will continue from 16. We have 10 more questions, and if we finish, then we will start again new paper. Maybe one more week. Let's practice this. After that, we will get back to our topics. Okay, so we will do some other questions. Okay, Murat, Jasmine, Rifa, thank you very much. Have a good night. Okay. We will have another class on Friday, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I will meet you on Friday. Okay, thank you. Bye bye, guys.
Okay, teacher. Bye. Have a great time.
Goodbye.
You
Have a
too.
nice
Thank
day.
you. Bye bye.